This is his life, his career. No one else has taken him seriously.
And it seemed like his VAC ban would never go away.
The whole VAC ban thing, I think is ridiculous. Nobody deserves to be punished for life.
This is a player that can bring so much to the Counter-Strike scene. This is a player that can contribute so much to the professional scene.
No more contract. No more pro career. No more CSGO.
I think it all started in 2014. All of my friends changed to CSGO, and I instantly got hooked up to the CSGO ranking system, and I just wanted to beat all of my friends and be better than them.
Jamppi is very hardworking when there's a thing that he has the passion for. I think it was somewhere in 2014 or 15 when I noticed that he has fell in love with the gaming.
I think when I actually realized that I could be a pro was after my first LAN event I ever played. I think I was like top 5 rated player in the whole tournament. People in Finland like started talking about a little bit of me, and it like gave me a lot of confidence.
Those casters, they started to talk about Jamppi, that he is maybe the most talented player at the moment in Finland, and I started to listen at what is this that now they are talking about my son. I was very proud of him, as I have always been very proud of Jamppi. He's a great kid and also a great player.
So I started competing in 2017, and after only 1 year I got offer from professional organization SJ Gaming, and I was like super happy about it. Getting into professional team only just competing in 1 year, and like that was like the first dream come true.
I remember that Jamppi signed a contract by himself, and then when I heard what did they offer for salary, I was very surprised that can this be true, that Jamppi is going to play and he's going to get some money for it.
In 2019 also I made a big decision to quit school, so I could focus full time on my professional career, and I think that was the changing point in my career, that I really focused like 10 hours a day just full focusing on CS, because that was my passion. And at that time I also had offers from Heroic and Dignitas, but I refused them. I wanted to join OG. That was like the dream team for me, and then after a few weeks of talking and practicing with the team, I got the email that I'm not allowed to play in that team anymore.
I'm sure many of you guys have heard his name, that being Jamppi, a supposed prospect for some time when OG, as they are set to return to CSGO, has now been replaced by other players out there, supposedly because of a connected Steam account VAC ban. Jamppi had apparently sold or given away the account, and that new owner...
The first moment I saw it, I was just like thinking that how am I gonna tell my teammates? It was like all of my dreams were basically gone and flushed to the toilet, and anyone, if they look back when they are 13, 14, I think everyone does mistakes, and you don't really think about these kind of things, that in 4 or 5 years you could be actually a professional player. Because my dream was at that time still play ice hockey and just doing school and having fun with friends, what usually kids do.
Of course he was very sad. Of course I tried again to support him. We went play tennis many times and discussed about it and tried to find a way how to solve this.
I think my dad was the biggest help on that. He helped me to go so much through of those shit moments, I would say.
If you are a loving parent, that's why you want to do everything to help your kids to achieve their dreams.
And I think that one of the biggest things was also because when you are young, I was 18 at the time, super inexperienced, and in like 3 months radius everyone was talking about me, and there was like HLTV articles about me, that how good I am, and so much basically hype going on, and then just one mistake or one email or something and it's all gone, and people are starting to hate about me. I think that's pretty rough, and also like all the articles, especially in Finnish media, I don't agree with a lot of things they wrote about me, and it was just a lot of media pressure for 18-year-old at that time.
It's a very sad story, and it hurts still when I read those old articles where he's blamed as a cheater, and I know that those articles hurts Jamppi as well.
I'm not sure if I ever thanked you enough for all the stuff you did for me during the VAC ban thing, because it was the best support I could get because I was not.
I appreciate
Yeah.
very much.
And you know, in Finland, in Finnish, this crying or emotional talking is not the best thing you can have. So
Or is it the best thing in this kind of reality?
I guess so. Because you know, Finns are not the most emotional, but I feel like I am. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
I think after I got benched, I didn't play video games for 1 month straight. I just got like time off. I was in our summer house and I was just like walking around. It was like I was never that person to walk around, and suddenly I was like 8 AM walking around my city just listening music and basically not doing anything. Then after Christmas and New Year went by, my dad basically told me that everything is gonna be alright.
Jamppi came to me and said that what if he continues playing, and I said that's a good idea. And then he said that he needs a new mouse, and then we went straight to buy the new mouse, and then he started playing and streaming, and he noticed that this is the life he wants to live, competing and playing.
ENS was making some changes and COVID started, so there was not gonna be any majors, and they asked me if I wanna play like all the online tournaments, and I'm super grateful for that opportunity, and I got like super motivated and hyped again that I can prove myself to be against the top and how I can do.
Before joining ENS, I had proposed Jamppi to consider playing Valorant.
In end of 2020, Sliggy sent me a message that if I wanna join Liquid.
At the time, we really needed a jet operator player. We decided to reach out to some CS players. Jamppi was one of our top targets. When Sliggy messaged him, he got a reply back saying that Jamppi's not interested, he's going to stick with CSGO.
In New Year, we started like rebuilding ENS because we had only 3 players in our team at that time. I got told that they wanna go like international, and of course when people want to do international, they want to compete in majors, and because it had the ban, they wanted to bench me, and yeah, I get it, you know, I couldn't do anything about it. And when I knew I got benched in ENS, I started like thinking my options, and I knew there is 0 international teams who would want to take me because of the ban. And after that I downloaded Valorant for the first time ever and just tried playing like how does it feel, and after 2 weeks of playing I messaged Sliggy that okay, that do you have room in Liquid?
As soon as Jamppi messaged Connor, it was a game changer for us. We knew we had got a hungry, talented AWP player that we could mold into what we wanted.
Once we were talking with Liquid for so long, and once I signed the contract, it was like a huge relief for me. That's for a few years already at that point I wanted to be on top and I couldn't be there, and finally I'm like one of the biggest and best organizations the world wants to me to represent them.
We'd all been involved in Counter-Strike. We knew exactly how talented this guy was, the sort of names he was considered in and around, the top caliber players. So the skill was the main thing that attracted us to him.
I broke the camera. I think it's Stairs.
There's stairs. There's 3. There's 4. No, why did you steal my ace?
I'm very excited to join Team Liquid. They are one of those organizations that you always dream to represent, and I think we will achieve a lot in the future.
In the lead up to Iceland qualifiers, we were in the facility grinding, really focused, really hard prep. All of a sudden, Jamppi's phone just explodes. It's like an earthquake on the table, just vibrating messages, ding, 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 non-stop.
I got an information in Twitter, a lot of messages, and then I saw the headline of CSGO tweeting that I'm finally unbanned.
And at that point, I look over at Sliggy. We just knew it was bad news for us.
That felt like super relieved, but also like super angry in some way. That why now and why half a year before, because then it will have mattered me more.
He tried to contain it a little bit, tried to stay focused, but myself and Connor, we knew CS is in his heart. We knew like he spent so many years grinding the game, how much love he has for it.
He's looking for it, and there it is! What a monster! It's over, and he gets into the cover. Jamppi's got it all!
I I got like few CS offers, and basically I already committed to CS because I was still super new to Valorant and I didn't know much about the game, and I was thinking that I didn't really miss much in Valorant.
That evening, he came and spoke to Connor and I. He basically had a big heart-to-heart with us. He really didn't want to let us down. But we just explained to him, look, we're always going to support you. You're part of the family now. We have crazy love for you now. You wouldn't upset us or let us down by doing this, but just be prepared for what it is.
I made all the calls. I had like, not like fully contracts, but I knew what I would get and how long, and I basically said to our management that I want to go back to CS.
We tried to paint the picture of how difficult it would be for him to go back. Like, CS is so competitive down to the top 100 teams. So he was going to be joining a fresh team with old players, or you're here, you're in an established team, you're in one of the biggest organizations in the world who will do everything in their power to help develop you into the player you want to be. This is a blank canvas here. CS is a muddied past.
I think that was the decisive moment for me that I decided to stay in Valorant.
After plan scenarios, it can be tough to hold on, and no scope from Jamppi. Got the second both. Taking back into mid if he wanted to. Instead, Jamppi
Takes off Fox's head, and it takes off another one. 3 kills for him in this round of 4.
There's a 1v2, and Sugar Zero's HP is a disaster, and Jamppi is just the master of it.
Yet again, but if anyone's gonna clutch these!
What?
I think he did the right decision at that point. It's a once-in-a-lifetime possibility to be in that kind of great organization than Team Liquid is, and as he is so young, he has many years to do what he wants in the future.
I definitely think that I'm 100% going back to CSGO at one point. If I just put the time I put now or when I was playing CS, I will become one of the top players in the world. And I think when I go back to CSGO, I have that fire and that anger basically inside me that I couldn't prove inside myself. I have it now, and now I don't have any restriction. I have no bans, so it's basically I'm the only one who can decide what I'm capable of, and I think that's gonna be exciting for me. Even though I have been professional for technically 4 years now, since I was 16, I still feel like this is like just the beginning of my career, and I still think that I will improve in the next 5 years so much as a person, player, experience, and those kind of things that it just doesn't come like that. And I want to be the best player in the world in the future, and I want to dominate the game and have a legacy that people, not just from Valorant or CS, but outside from other games also like recognize me.
Let's go! Come on, boys!
Now the chapter of my life is finally over. I can fully focus on my childhood dream and become the best player I can be. In 10 years' time, I want to look back and be really proud of myself.